Раз, два, три, чат. Прием, как слышно. Мы с вами продолжаем сюжетку СУМЕРУ сегодня. Так что, ребятки, устраиваемся поудобнее. Мы с вами продолжаем.
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't
Here! This is a letter from Tainari!
Oh, let me see. Ah, seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what...
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of
Мы искали.
expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about...
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to ＳУМЕРУ, she's never left the sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a...
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of info...
Aw, but...
No need to worry just yet. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing.
Это почему?
In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never... Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can...
Okay.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia, or... Hey, come on! This is a survival skill.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk... Huh? Like who?
Катюха.
Oh, you're right! Catherine!
Не думал, что Катюха нам может помочь. Корица. Мускатный орех, черный перец. Наверное, скорее всего, горчица, перец. Это, наверное, скорее всего, горох или что-то еще, имбирь. Музыкальные инструменты всякие. Катюха!
Hello, traveler in Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with СУМЕРУ's Archon. Understood. Please wait.
Думаете, у Катюх прав хватает?
I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Ага, значит, у Катюхи нет прав. Мы только начинаем, Генмаффин, мы заходим только.
Another dead end. Well,
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In СУМЕРУ, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous... They take on various contracts and work all across СУМЕРУ, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Aramite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses.
Core of 30?
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks Asphalt, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps. You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits.
Понятно.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Razor we go!
Мы только заходим в Сумеру.
Race you!
Нас уже встречает непонятный город. Куда бежать, зачем идти. А там внизу было выбрано куда угодно, так что, знаешь, куда угодно, так куда угодно.
Now I got stomach cramps.
Тут уже не ко мне вопросы. А, да, нам сюда? Ну ладно.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
Ага.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Aramites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet.
Wait,
Afraid so. The Aramites aren't terribly religious. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me,
oh? Why's that?
just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late greater Lord Rugadavada. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes his appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a...
Really?
Ha! But who knows? We're...
All right. Well, thanks for the...
No problem.
Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here.
Да, я угадаю. Сейчас нужно попасться либо Кавих, либо Дори, либо Аль-Хайтам.
Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived.
Спасибо, Гаймаффин.
You've been asking around for information on Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of
Пиздец,
Lesser
вот
Lord
тебе имя.
Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did... Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was panicked by what he heard. The man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to...
okay. And then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. Oh, Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been... Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun.
Yeah, thanks for the story.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Ku...
Of course. I'm terribly sorry, but it's...
Hmm?
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just... This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way. Let's see if we...
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue...
Did she have bandage?
Yes, that's her. Did you see...
Yeah, she went... That way.
Quick, after her!
Dunyarzad, we thought you might have been long gone.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled...
You can relax now. We threw those people...
Really? Thank you so much. Uh-oh, looks like there are some
Huh? More of them?
No, wait, my body isn't in the best... Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. Race you!
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
Так.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for...
I see. In that case, you two should scram.
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that you... My lady, let's get going. You've...
And if I refuse...
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you...
Hey! Dunyarzad already...
Stay out of this. You don't understand. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my...
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never...
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from... And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is...
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm... And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have. This is my life and my last chance.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now?
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like you're... So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay...
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached a...
I'm fine.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already...
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't...
Sure! After you rest up, we want to hear more about...
Даже интересно.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year.
О,
Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the whole...
You get used to it. How about a menu over...
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself?
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and... but please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now?
How about our charcoal-baked Agelena cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Buy mine will pass. What do you... Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
похоже на суп с фрикадельками, какая-то запеканка, онигири с пирожками. А это я понять не могу, что. Это либо крабы, либо курица, что это хер победишь.
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how...
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatment. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand. Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt. Wow, you really do. Dunyarzad. What? Not really. Huh? But aren't you a child? Then, can you make my... Oh. Then, can you be...
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing СУМЕРУ city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that, once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world. Nor would I have learned how to... That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help...
What's the Sub-Zero's festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the... It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. But because of the Academia's influence, the Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to... maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's...
Aww.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one...
Just remember that.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero, but recently, I made a friend there who also fought. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu? The one who's...
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was...
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today.
Sure, that's quite the trip, though.
No, that would be too much.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens...
But of course, Nilu will be thrilled.
Ага. Вот как. Получается, старого Дендра Архонта почитают больше, чем нового. Интересно. Очень даже интересно. Большой базар.
Race you.
Воу. Большой базар. А тут довольно красиво, слушайте. Танцуют. А тут что? Что все лежит? Либо вот эти фонари заменили на вот эти. Слушайте, это красиво. Бригады кого? Спасибо за рекомендацию. О, какая-то лавка. Зулейка. Здесь лавки ковров. Это девчонка совсем. Торгует с пряностями. О. Тачхин. Тахчин. Мясо в йогурте. С рисом. Угу. Довольно интересное блюдо. Бирьяни. Бирьяни. Плов с характерным мясным ароматом. Почему бы и нет? Тачхин. Купим. Почему бы и нет? Гранат, арбуз, вот эти персики. Голубика, арбузы. Овшин. Ага, серьезно? Так. О, а вот и Нилу стоит.
Sorry I'm late, Milu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out.
Not completely.
Oh. And
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at СУМЕРУ City and are looking for information on lesser...
so you're followers from another land? That's
Da.
wonderful. You two absolutely mustn't miss the... By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar.
You're very welcome. It's the only...
Probably? But don't sweat it. Wow!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us.
Угу.
They probably... We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry... Thank the Danger Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the
Как
stage
бы,
a
ну, с одной
much-needed
стороны,
makeover.
Академия не права. Что вот так вот... Господи, кому там что надо? И никого не жду. Ну, что вот так вот, ну, как сказать, мягко говоря, отхлестывается от них. Как бы, что это... Мне кажется, немного, немного не то.
The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait
Так,
for you to see
я
it.
отойду на минутку. Так, чат, я вернулся. Надо было отойти кое-куда.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
Так.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Это наша мечта, я буду стараться для нас.
Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros, the most important performance at the Sub-Zero.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of...
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay. Then I'll tell... According to legend, the Sub-Zeros festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord.
Дальше.
A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment." Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. But Sumeru's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered parisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real parisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth parisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen if my stage were anything like that. So, Traveler and...
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be...
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea!
Что-то мне не нравится данная затея, и мне кажется, она будет очень грубо прервана Академией.
Hey, come on! There's nothing wrong with enjoying a festival. Besides, it's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. She'll be happy to have more people who are celebrating it.
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zeros festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sub-Zero. In that case, we'll take a look.
Так. Архай. Мне интересно, что тогда сказала Пайман. Так. Прр. Приветствую тех, кто подошел.
party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paim on that. I prepared a nice portable dish that forest mages like to eat called pita pot. Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paim on that. I prepared a nice portable dish that forest...
Вот оно, что, типа, лучший комплимент для повара. Среди гостей лучший комплимент достается повару, так говорила Синлинь.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? Did you know that the Sabzeruz festival is about to happen? There'll be loads...
Рыцарь цветов.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing.
I thought I'd add a little extra
Wow, did you...
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in
Так.
the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make I've noticed that you can't keep...
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head.
Да уж. Интересно у них традиции, как бы, как у всех вот народов, да?
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers...
Так-то да, в принципе. Грех я.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance.
Вот что меня и
Two
смущает.
things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Она пользуется пудрой, которую покупает сама же тут. Бабуля.
Ah, dancing at the Sabzeruz festival. You know, I also danced when I was as a child. I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusa. The Sabzeruz festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this.
Почему бы и нет?
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is?
Катерина!
Catherine!
Катя!
Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Oh, hey! It's the traveler.
Whoa, break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the... But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like what? But take you two, for example.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answer...
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent...
Угу. Тут, в принципе, по факту, да.
It looks like it's...
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventures
sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've...
Откуда она знает, что мы вошли в резонанс с дендроэлементом?
There's some...
Hey, traveler.
Oh, hey, Dia.
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment.
Sounds like a plan.
Ага.
Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia.
Welcome. Get your spices here. We've got all...
Race you.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that...
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have...
It's called being a professional. I'm a body...
Look, Dia.
Ugh, listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to... Oh, hey, Chief.
А,
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here?
I take it...
We met this morning after the adventure.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Brookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently since you fought.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Это, скорее всего, та маленькая штучка, что нам показали, типа знания Дендра Архонта. Ее показывают, да, в этой... Этот... Типа это как она? Короче, знание Дендра Архонта.
The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha. Now, if you're interested, maybe you can head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves.
Студентами Академии.
You want my...
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru.
If you're also interested.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the... And take it from me. If you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you bet there are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for King Deshret." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache.
You bet they are. King Deshret's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the wilderness. Well, traveler, that's...
Thanks, Dia. And you... Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival. So, be sure to get yourselves back here.
Да.
Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru.
Сейчас мы все отправляемся в какой-то порт. И но все-таки музыка в Сумеру очень красивая. Вот. Как сейчас мимо Катюхи пойдем.
Ad Astra... Thank you for completing today's...
Давайте помолим. Ой, блядь, не так. Понятно. Шляпа. Мужик. Пока не нужно. А где капитан? Носильщик. Это... Матрос. Хороший стих. Понятно. Можно в лодку сесть. О, рыбак. Вы? Мужик, можешь нас в порт увезти, нет? Или типа тут пешком надо идти? На обед. Люди! Писец. О, какой...
Sounds good to me.
Bow your head.
No more tricks up your sleeve.
Justice is blindsided. Let the mighty be humbled.
Бля.
Silence.
Тихо. Бык, я тебя не трогал, отстань. Слышь, я тебя не трогал. Жаль тебя, бычок. Не хотел тебя трогаться.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
Поскольку в порт нас не увезут, нам придется ползти самим. Ногами. В порту даже нанять некого было. Что за люди? Опять быка мочить. Как вы быстро все рассыпались.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours
О,
now.
хорошо, хоть бычка трогать не пришлось. Какие большие цветы. Ага. Я вижу неподалеку статую Дендрархонта. Ага, а это что за кусок? Почему он не открылся? Пернатый плесенник. Конница статуи. Дадим 3 дендрогранула ей. 5, да? Какой-то... Подожди, а что за странные звуки тогда здесь я слышу? Ладно. Что? Ладно. Был какой-то прибожик с вентилятором на голове, он исчез. Ладно, пойдем дальше. Сейчас, в принципе, можно попробовать призвать ганшистов всех, кто ныне свободен. Кто свободен. Сумерская роза.
I'm getting sick of this game.
Нихуя себе. Это что сейчас было? Ты кто? Я понял, кто ты. Ты жжешь. Да ну, благи его пизди. Ага. Пиши письма. Часы берсерком. Отправляемся дальше. А дела хорошо, настроение тоже. Опять они. Такие вот чурлы бегают. Да, я угадаю, в стволе дерева, да? Крылья расправляй. Так, через пещеру пойдем. Наверное. Это самый безопасный маршрут, я надеюсь. Ой, так. Ёбушки-воробушки, куда мы пошли? Мы точно сюда зашли? О. Это что? Привет. Ага. Привет.
Bow your head.
Be sanctified.
Сори, твои барьеры не выдержали на его напалма. Hi.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Ага. Это какая-то арена для босса. А тут всего лишь окажали какие-то мобы. Оп. Оп. Ходим отсюда. Нас эта пещера не интересует. Так. Так, у нас... Нам сейчас сюда наверх. Апля, ползи. А это что? Это что такое большое? Я прекрасно понимаю, что нам не в ту степь. Бабабы. А куда это все пропало? Какая-то точка. Опа, зона увядания к 100. Раз. Так. Ёбаное все.
Let the mighty be humble. Be not perturbed. I am unscathed.
Ooh.
I see the temperate waters of eons past. A silence fills the air.
люблю, когда эта хуйня вот так делает. Сука. На по мусалу. А! Сучий потрох. Да как ты, сука, попадаешь здесь, ублюдок, ну? Нёва, братик, очухивайся. Угу. Интересно, ладно. Да. Вот сюда пойдем. Потух. Поползли. Я думал, я с ними справлюсь. А я получил по шапке. Как карабкается, как устает.
Settle down. Silence.
свидания, пиши письма. Бутоны. Так.
Bow your head.
Тут нужен кто-то дендро. Эти капустные духи очень шустрые. Какая-то там пустыня. Какие-то пирамиды. Так. Интересно, она вся была такой маленькой? О! Более скверная. Дахри. Координаты солнца и дождя. Перо суждения. Позолоченные сны. Перо азартного игрока. Подрез Джой. Алькас Сарай. Нам куда-то сюда. Опять же, я слышу это заражение. Фух, это что такое? О, быки опять. Пойдемте. Ага.
Be sanctified.
Спускайся.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Оп. 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 Да, тут для заказа действительно нужен как бы персонаж Дендра. Храм. Данжи. Позолоченные сны. Ох. Мастерство стихий поднимает. Пиши письма.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
Settle down.
Не понял. Ну вот сюда. Пойдем сюда. Бежим. Так. Высота дендрархонта вот тут. Пойдемте активируем с вами последнюю статую дендрархонта. Какой-то большой робот. Ладно, большой робот, так большой робот. Так. Отметка для тех, кто исполнен, чье сердце исполнено благородством. Это что? Дракон вечных бедствий. Угу. А, то есть, серьезно, здесь была херня, да, вот эта вот якорная стоянка. Точно. Так. О. А, вот тут где-то Дори должна быть.
Come and have a good look yourself.
You've got a deal. I can't.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict.
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Ooh. We know that whatever the Academia lost... Osfund told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and ask... Well, given all the people that...
Телепорт. Эльхам, портной.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi there. We would like to ask you...
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the... Sure, we may not be СУМЕРУ City, but Port Ormos offers... Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since... If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as...
Those students...
Так.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Ahmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port... They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but I've heard that Ein El Ahmar likes to...
Wait, did you say 500,000?
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field... So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying it... Oh...
Hello there, my friend.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find...
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists?
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion.
Huh. All these guys...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on SUMERU, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
Я путешественник.
A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the student say Eremites are wary of outside?
A student? What's a student from SUMERU City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't...
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the moral. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advance. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed.
So...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch. Furthermore, she conspired with the academy. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret, mark my words, our god shall... If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
О, Аль-Хайтам.
You again? Deranged academia loon.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find him. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to—
I told you the other day.
Ha! The boss made it perfect.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get—
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on— I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today.
What?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Интересно.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid—
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff. Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, plus he seems to know a lot about what's going— He went that way! After him!
Очень интересный товарищ. Этот ваш Аль-Хайтам. Лепешки и шашлыки. Парень.
Wait up! It's Alhaitham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you— Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them, since they weren't able to make— All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about
Who exactly are you two? And a student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Ага.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really—
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no— Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next—
All right. I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're— We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier.
So, since
You were willing to part with 500,000 more? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites—
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information. This is what you've been looking for. This is a knowledge capsule.
Ага.
To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge.
Откуда она у
It's
тебя?
like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike—
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, they were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens. Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true— With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved.
Давай поговорим. Ага. Давай поговорим с тобой, Аль-Хайтам.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Ага, та самая негациантка.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares— I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became become one of Dory's customers and earn her
Why do you want us to meet?
Until you complete this task? You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other—
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd— I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time! We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
Аль-Хайтам не дурак. Довольно умный.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold— Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality? Try inspecting them without.
Смотри, чё.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Но левая светится ярче.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just... Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormuz.
Мантра?
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also... The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out...
Я помогу тебе найти Дори.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion.
Но ведь...
Al Haytham Road, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Полуночный нефрит из Лиюэ. Ага. Латиш.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the...
What a unique palette. We have unripe...
Following the paper got us...
Roanoke, these two want to buy unripe...
Got it. You too. Please follow me.
Интересно. Хотя, дополнительная расшифровка не мешает в таких ситуациях.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
The seas are calm and the
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right.
I'm sorry.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Мышь клиент, тигр и шаблон матра. Мыши погрызли товар. Тигр и шаблон погрыз товар. Матра конфисковала товар. Упаковка в стиле города Сумеру. Не нужно немного товара. Упаковка в стиле Порт Ормоса. Отзыв про комплиментно искусного клиента фрукты хара, от которых кружится голова и шумит в ушах. Отзыв на комплимент про клиента с глубокими знаниями фрукты хара, вызывающие тепловой удар. Купить несладкие фрукты хара. Просите информатора отвезти вас к Дори.
Water comes in many...
Before I retrieve your please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to... You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Тепловой удар.
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to... He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Твою мать.
Before I retrieve you... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Мои поздравления.
Thanks. If better goods... You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the СУМЕРУ City or Port Ormos style?
СУМЕРУ мало товара, Порт Ормос много товара. СУМЕРУ мало, Порт Ормос много.
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package... Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the mantra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? I'll hate them so we're done for if they
Да
catch us.
какого хрена вы стоите?
We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way.
Так, бежим.
Look, he's over there.
Потерянное в изобилии. Мост. Он ведет нас к Доре.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way.
Дори!
Another password. Huh? Oh,
Это Дори.
here, over here. You can stop running now.
Ха.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else...
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Поторгуемся.
Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure that... Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much more they might have. So that's why I prefer to have... It's your first time here, but don't worry. I won't ask too many questions. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead. Help yourselves. Voila! Wow. She has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and diet... Yeesh! Who would want to be an expert? Or how about the architectural styles and construction? With
Что?
this, you can become an expert in historic art. Ooh, now this 2 million more. Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
А сколько же он нам дал, мне интересно. 3. Вот эту. И эту. Еще вот эту.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders.
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
We'll take these. My, oh my. You are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the... Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just... Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule
Кажется, нас наебывает.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. Think about it. We've gone to all the... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant
Тихо.
knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's moral left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful. Excellent. Then please.
Еще!
Hold on a second. I thought we could choose whatever. Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge... Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use
Что-то
elemental psychic.
баба мудрит, нахуй. Капитально мудрит. Ну, хотя она торгашка. Ай, фальшивка.
So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques. The art of growing. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Dory, we'll take this one. All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Oh, please.
Интересная.
Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Мы даем к Альхайтаму. Ну, это фундук, да? Альхайтам.
You two.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people.
You're a pretty daring...
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay, now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge...
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in SUMERU for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that...
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge... As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge... Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. However, there are those who are less... They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains King Deshret's power.
So you kept hounding them because they were...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them in. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret to ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice. The winning, unless I know whose hands the Divine Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend.
Yes, you can say that.
Угу.
The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then we'll meet.
Alhaitham, before you go,
You two want to try use
Серьезно?
right under the Academia's nose is a bit.
Хальтам уже использовал капсулу. Хотя мы и так не под носом у Академии, но все же. Типа, ну, с одной стороны, если даже мы используем капсулу, то кто об этом узнает? Хотя, если делать под носом у Академии, узнают.
All right, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, if we can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as.
Wow! Alhaitham! Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most. All right, let's begin the test.
Угу.
The tides beckon.
All right, I'll link your account. The next step is hold it in your hand.
Так. Использовать. Ага. Так.
How are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right, time for round 2.
Silence! Settle down!
Now,
Alhaitham,
well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During.
wait! How much? Dory's such a jerk! She took.
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time.
Ждите 2 дня до 7 утра. Ждем. У нас нет выхода.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where.
Привет, родная.
Here, over here! Welcome back, my loyal patrons. You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else. Can you really get it? Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh! But you know, after all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention. But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon. Because to me, anything of value is. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain El Ahmar. Ah, see, the group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other The capsule is clearly visible in the picture. Thanks for the info. Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to Huh? We figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. Turns out, it ended up in the hands of Ain El Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al Haytham. Al Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some gut. All right. The person in this picture is indeed in which case, if we play our cards right.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain El Ahmar. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon. See you then.
Al Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yep, let's.
Все-таки Дори не обманула нас. Хотя за такие деньги, конечно, тут уже, как говорится, грех обманывать.
Al Haytham. I knew you were crazy.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here
enough. Silence! I'll be back. I'll be back. Following orders.
Feeling
Be
lucky
safe
today. You want this one? I'll take my lead.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Huh? Boss? Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Эх. Она покраснела. Он сломал ее.
Target acquired. Arrest him! Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
Спиздил. Сука. Она заражена. Что? Он сказал то же самое, что сказала ему дерево.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation.
Довольно
This
интересно.
divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the root. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that pop?
If the mantra took him away, then that means the academia got the divine knowledge. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the academia,
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire... Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol...
everything...
I'm heading back to the Academia.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Сквозь дым и темные леса. Продолжение следует.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine.
Your theory is just putting the cart before the horse.
Oof.
There she is! Dunyarzad! We're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. Indeed.
There's no need to be nervous.
Thanks, Paimon. Speaking of which...
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. If there is another chance...
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both...
Dia! You were evil!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going...
It's alright, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing...
even when you put it that way, it's still...
Don't worry, my guard.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-goods...
Oh, you two must be I've already prepared...
Whoa,
100 свежих роз приносит утро.
Race you!
Here we are.
It looks really nice.
Not at all. It just...
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon could...
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival. And Dia's...
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constant...
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first.
It's a deal. Good night.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Well, oh no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon... Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunya.
Опять стоит.
Traveler, Paimon.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. I arrived... Today is...
You've worked so hard for this day. You got
it. You know it. Oh, it's just... Well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
Рюкзаки,
They all
сумки.
said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Дыни.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought...
Mushrooms, flowers, and all... So, what's...
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. Generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashava mushrooms, Nilopala.
So, the Sub-Zero
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use.
Wait, but if that's the case, if СУМЕРУ, then wouldn't the Pyro Archons Festival? Oh, Traveler, we.
Натлан.
I hope your wish comes true.
Thanks. All right, how about we?
Кстати, первое упоминание о Натлане было именно, кажется, в СУМЕРУ.
Customers, would you like to try your hand at
What's alchemical divination?
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is.
So, how did?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a.
Sure sounds random. So.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected.
Why does everything sound so much more
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young.
А что бы ему такого дать? Корлапис. Все-таки не зря же он Ли говорил, что это. Два это дадим.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies. It means. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies?
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
Луна.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros will be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candy.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Miss Du, in the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zero's...
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't...
Yes, Knight! Just what?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers is another Sub-Zero's festival icon, and one immensely...
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the...
As are we to you.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking...
Whichever one.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to...
Ooh, those...
And there's also lizard tail and...
Huh? What's up with the...
Onikabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, You tried them before? It's alright.
I also believe in your.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Ой, не знаю. Алиса, от 1 до 5.
Выбрала число 1.
1. Так. Алиса у нас выбрала 1. Алиса, стоп. Давайте до 3 сыграем. Алиса, от 1 до 5.
4.
Алиса, от 1 до 5.
Число 5.
Угу. Алиса, от 1 до 3.
Выпало число 2.
Excellent work. That is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you survived so many epic battles because you had.
Attention! It's Night of Flower.
Paimon really will.
They all basically sound the same. We got our kid.
Oh, actually, I just Can you come with me to get it?
Без проблем.
Dunyarzad, you probably.
Things can go on.
Вернитесь к месту проживания. Так.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey.
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our
Those Eremites don't look.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired.
That's right. We haven't.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia. Dia the Flame Main.
Don't speak so disrespectfully.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly.
Aren't your claws?
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
Please be careful.
Don't waste your time worrying about me.
Dunyarzad, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure you?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia.
Yeah, don't worry.
Что-то я долго нету.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone.
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to.
Please.
Come on, it's nothing.
Hold on, you said something about
about that. Well,
it can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue.
Она продала свой меч.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry.
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but...
You're so...
Thank you very much.
Don't be like...
Are you feeling unwell again?
My lady, your condition... Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest?
Truly.
Давайте отведем.
Are you you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar.
Elazar.
It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. Sumeru's current medical advancements still...
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this. I know that my family loves me dearly. Did you know? Since I was a child, all I could do was... I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets.
Так ей может помочь это Тигнари.
I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful, not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for this way. When my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrow. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world.
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also...
Thank you two so much. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of that. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regret. Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her, and with that...
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
Теперь мы направляемся, я так понимаю, обратно на большой рынок.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without...
Over there!
I think I just saw the Academia's grand...
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts... The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large... If you continue to resist, we will have to order an invest... The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise...
How... The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak. This is a hard pill to swallow, but...
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous... Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
Чувак, блять, в ваших знаниях люди могут, скорее всего, просто только засохнуть, как и растения. Людям надо отдыхать.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated it.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha day that prohibits public art perform.
Understood. I will
The Sub-Zeru's Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened...
Nilu, it's all right.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so much.
It's okay. Seeing you, it would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero...
If you say so. But... you...
The next... Yes. Okay. It's a promise.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers...
It really is okay. Still, I'd be lying.
Ну, как я и говорил, вполне себе Академия могла его прервать.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success. Yeah.
been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
Чего?
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get up. We should go meet Den...
Прошу прощения.
Good morning, Dinyarzad.
Not at all. I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with this.
Sure!
Ну ладно, давайте пройдемся.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This is a stall offering foods.
You are quite well informed, miss.
They're all plants. Actually,
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendroarchon.
Подожди. Есть вариант это все изменить.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
really? Paimon thought
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up?
Oh, right. It
Иллюзия.
means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the
Это же
sun will surely
дежавю.
rise.
Understood.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. So, where to next?
Стоп. Подожди. Цикл? А я могу только идти. Конфеты.
All right, soldiers. Now that you...
Yes, Knight Varus! What's going on?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers.
Oh, do you want some Yalda candies?
What's to pick? Ooh!
And there's also Liz...
What? Traveler, help Paimon pick.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1
Четвертая.
to 5. Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon, bet you had... Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously
Какое
random.
странное чувство.
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going?
В таверну. Хочу таверну.
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows. In that case, so why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't...
Charcoal baked Angelina cake? Isn't it? Oh. That. Isn't this going a bit too far?
То, что на вид невкусно.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tastes. Then, you mean? That's impossible. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets,
Надо, мне кажется, пойти и предупредить Нилу о том, что придут из Академии. Ох. Птица.
Hey, Dinnersot is sitting by yourself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinnersot.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just.
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. The arm got.
Whew. That's a big relief.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same.
Oh, Paimon sees.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for
Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros is.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance.
Understood.
The Sub-Zero's festival.
Угу.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
It's okay.
But you've been really looking forward to the.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone.
True, but.
The next festival.
Wait. What?
No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
Опять.
So, in the maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. That's. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Белка.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still remain within.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data.
Why does Paimon feel so tired?
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
Какое стильное дежавю.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested?
Not...
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's... And there's also lizard tail... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
4.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck!
Первое со вкусом хвоста ящерицы.
Oh!
What?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? Mind reading? X-ray vision?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Это...
Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Птица.
What are you looking... Traveler? That's...
Вот та самая малая владельца Кусанали, я так понимаю. Она же известна нам как Нахида.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? You should use it too, Paimon.
Что? Подожди.
You know Paimon?
Давай вместе, Паймон.
Well, this seems... What the...
Воспоминания за множество дней.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was in...
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a lot.
Let Paimon think. What if...
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the... It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first
Болезнь
Dunyarzad you met.
прогрессирует.
That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like...
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of... I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be... But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its life.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand... Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Итог алхимического.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What did they all mean?
Дежавю.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. My mind feels exhausted. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times. The Grand Sage said, "Go." The Grand Sage.
Сансара. Дежавю. Временная
That should be it. The
сансара.
We've already experienced. My mind feels. What's happening right now? That doesn't sound right.
Сансара.
We've already experienced this. The moon. The moon.
Иллюзорность и иллюзии.
Lies. What did they all mean? That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly. What's happening right now? What's happening right now seems to have happened. The moon. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the." My mind feels. That should be it. We've already experienced. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
A time loop. You've given
Still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are...
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can...
think about our current situation. To save and to do that, we need to figure out what Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must. Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but
Довольно интересно. Нас загнали в круг сансары. Круг сансары — это бесконечный цикл повторений.
Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my... Huh? What brought this about? What kind of philosophical Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru?
He actually has a point.
Сумерцам сны не снятся.
True. Anyway, if this all really were just...
Они живут одним днем, им сны не снятся.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to... Ooh, I knew it!
You're really excited about this, huh? So, you're admitting...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. What you just said...
Paimon knew you weren't...
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune tell. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong... at this...
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
Только что ты расправилась с похитителями.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone...
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to...
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new... People in Sumeru don't dream. The moon, illusions. My mind feels exhausted.
Tell her, traveler!
Ты продала свой старый меч, чтобы помочь в организации праздника.
I didn't tell anyone about that, including Miss Dunyarzad.
All right, so...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, her parents said that this is how she was like it for...
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking...
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Довольно странно, знаете. Отведите Дехью к Нахиде. Мир какой-то другой. Более красный.
I told you that it won't help to bring in.
We just wanted her to see the real
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad.
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings.
Do you believe us now? So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories?
The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom.
A Gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical.
So, this Nahida you...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power...
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Информация об Акаше.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate.
Она
As it is
воплощение
the
сил божества
manifestation of the
мудрости.
God of Wisdom's power. It compiles...
Сумерцы.
People in Sumeru don't... My mind feels exhausted. What's happening right now seems to have happened before.
Сумерцы.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Умственное утомление.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental when the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around?
What's the point of doing so?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person, this hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Боюсь, все не так просто.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my word.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it?
Мы слышим звук бип.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you...
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate...
But we cannot...
Paimon remembers everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Вчера
We
вечером
definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why's that?
Мы только думаем, что сняли терминалы.
But now we can. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it.
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being
If we're lab rats, then what are you?
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday.
Что происходит? Временная петля. Это нечто большее. Дежавю.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Ты ведь еще не прыгнула мечу, да?
Shh. How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
В этой битве тебе ничего не показалось странным?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already...
You're saying that, although you don't
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors.
Traveler, what do you think?
Блять.
Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue.
So you want us to take
How did you know what I was gonna say?
It's finally nighttime. Listen, Nahida, we found... Do you think the Samsara has been broke?
Really? Good job on all that progress.
Hey! What kind of
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
Все живут в временной петле. Они не могут с нее выбраться.
It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Подожди. Тогда теория о фальшивом небе складывается. И о многом вообще складывается теория. И, возможно, весь мир это ложь, а история всего мира один бесконечный... Правильно, история циклична. Это даже есть в некоторых книгах, что история повторяется цикл за циклом. И это, возможно, еще одно повторение того, что уже было.
That's why he makes get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and... Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's what...
it's so strange. So against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the sub...
Опять.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand...
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we did...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still up. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often.
Oh.
You did that! Of course. In the time we've been together, you
Paimon's flat.
What I mean is, even though I had asked, in other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Состояние Дундиара ухудшается.
Oh yeah, you're right. Gosh.
So, what's your...
О, стартовать.
The moon, illusions, and lies. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experience. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on... We've already experienced this.
Интересная память. Подожди. Звук Акаши.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations.
Хотя мы и сняли с себя терминалы. Сердце
Okay,
Бога.
Nahida said the Akasha relies
Она
on the
воплощение
power of a
силы.
gnosis to operate. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero. If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day.
Oh, then the beep we hear. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks this. But muscle memory can't be a.
A brilliant...
Nahida, tell us.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You...
That isn't simple at all.
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again?
Right.
Ah.
She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go.
Это сложно. Но, сука, интересно. О, моя голова, она закипает, нахуй.
We don't have many more festivals.
Держись, родная, мы скоро закончим это все. Ой, чат. Голова аж закипает. От этого всего.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia.
Get hurt? Why?
Well, you're still getting.
Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... Wait a second. How did you know I got a new...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Можно сразу перейти к самому главному.
Oh, that works.
Ты вдруг научилась новым мечом, потому что мы уже множество раз, только каждый вечер мы лишаемся воспоминаний.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my...
Yes, your memory...
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? What?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't...
Кстати, да.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone... It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is...
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please...
Так.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunya's eye.
Вы обратили город... Я обратил внимание на то, что город стал украшаться.
This is it.
Huh? This is a what?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous... I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always... The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated, and it's just as they say. Each sword...
Is it really impossible? What if they...
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brains... Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Так.
Well, back to square one. But at least we...
Мы не во временной петле.
Yep, that's true. So... strange? Paimon feels like Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how Paimon can't believe it! Did we... How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Ебать. Просто разрыв шаблона сегодняшний день. Это вообще ужас.
You're back early today. Did you...
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time...
leaving the city.
We did? But we don't...
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Ой, сколько мозг закипает. Опять.
Our memories are back!
Чего?
About that.
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in SUMERU City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon of...
Чего?
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay.
Что?
We don't have many more festivals.
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is...
I have a real...
That's your problem. Make sure you...
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced. Let's go and question. Hello, sir. What?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit SUMERU today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. This is a good spot. And the guard... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... Oh... Paimon knows that... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as... And please... wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Я хоть и не помню, что сделал.
Okay. Paimon will... Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Подожди.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an No way!
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have... I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories, though.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something, but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But
don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay.
Yep, no!
Господи, Бирс.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't the...
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already key.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use.
We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's expose those... All right. Okay.
Что,
That
бес?
covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes, although the signal was choppy and had some...
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense it.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like... But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky.
Как сложно.
And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the...
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Как это сложно все.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had... Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't... My impression is that each day in this samsara...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces. Paimon's head is spinning!
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, Maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? Hey!
Возле знакомой на городской скамье. Что случилось, бес?
Do you want some alone time to think?
Ох,
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no.
время. Ох.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam? Okay.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's fest. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of Those spaces remind me of dreams. The moon, illusion. People in Sumeru don't dream.
Истина во сне.
We're all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dream. Huh. So people in Sumeru do
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the
Раз.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It is the manifestation of the god of wisdom. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. And it grants knowledge to the people.
О, так. Если мы живем все в одном большом сне. Терминалы Акаши работают от сердца Бога. Она воплощение силы божества мудрости. Она объединяет мудрость всего народа.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active. In other words, dreams are rich bundles.
So in other words, the complete Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusion. The real story is that the sages...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Речь великого мудреца. Празднуйте свой праздник сансары, сколько вам ли влезет.
Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as the Grand Sage, my mind, we've already experienced the
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the. No one is any the wiser as another day passes. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival.
So, this is like a dream factory.
Very good, Paimon. Using it.
Okay. So that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real...
Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. Now that I think about it...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question.
That wasn't hard at all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord
У меня
Kusanagi.
много вопросов.
Yes, those can wait until we're back. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already... Secondly, you're probably one... That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zeru's
Даже
festival,
вот как.
they don't remember any...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro elements. Meanwhile, everyone else...
Почему
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my...
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams. Traveler, do you have it?
The Grand Sage said,
Речь мудреца.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Your notion of reality and dream... That's why I could only give you very subtle
Ой,
hints and
чат, вы знаете,
suggestions.
сколько все это тяжко.
Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to...
Побочных эффектах.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever?
We might say your mental fatigue has already answered, especially those whose health is
People's lives are at stake here.
Deceiving the people of СУМЕРУ with no regard for their safety. After we end the Sub-Zeru's festival,
How can the sages of the Academia...
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
О, новый ранг.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Hey, what's wrong, Nahida?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now
Ушла.
is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already...
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Почти.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait.
She's actually something like a puppet, but not... The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep... So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the...
But personality-wise...
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living... You know, speaking of which...
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness.
Yes. Back then, her family... I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way... I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon...
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like this, Great, but although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. That means this dream belongs to a host.
Huh? So,
well, if this is someone's dream, then which means with the
imagination.
Imagination means breaking through, like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that the dream will respond in kind. And but right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them? After all, like you said.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you. As for me...
Out of town? Or you go...
Yes. I want to try some... Hurry and go.
She was such a good person. Yeah. See, but we mustn't lose hope. Paimon's wondering. Do you... Huh. That's true. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, let's go ask him.
Жалко, конечно, девчонку.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is
Everything's fine. Just,
an experiment? That?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new...
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down. She just doesn't seem like her... I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of
So, you have a crush...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of... What she didn't realize was that I'm not... Okay, yeah, that was a bit... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yald... Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunya...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, traveler!
Чё понять не могу.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some back...
Settle down. I'll need it. You want this one?
Silence!
Так.
Traveler, were you anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Oh, and remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara, she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying... Yeah, even if it's only a... This is the place! It's... Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay. Paimon's gonna take a peek. This was only a temporary residence, so the... Should we open it?
Угу.
Wow. Dunyarzad, even though she was also busy preparing for... She must have wanted to give this if we hadn't found this book, but now that we know... Hey! Where are you off to?
Я ничего понять не могу. Мозг просто вскипает. Это ее сон. Сон этой Дунизярды. Это ее сон.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really
Это тяжело объяснить.
Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Короче, вот эти терминалы, вот эти вот сердечки, что у нас на ушах, они воруют сны людей. И создают, получается, один большой сон, в котором настоящие люди умирают. А их куклы остаются вместо них, бесчувственные, бесчувственные, без эмоций, без всего. Ради знаний.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now... What? Where are we going this time?
Это как коллектив. Это все равно, что как коллектив в одном сердце. Это вот мысль. Она объединяет всех. Делает единый разум.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an... The Grand Sage is our...
Oh.
А вот и вы.
Traveler?
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Значит,
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put them... So they're just substitute.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
что это за такие? Те цветы!
Like I said,
Поседа...
they symbolize the goddess of flowers.
Падисары.
It's just a... Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after...
Yeah.
Нилу,
What's going on here?
Нилу, закрой глаза.
Huh?
Представь, что нет мудреца и его свиты.
You guys are...
Это сон Нилу.
Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. It's just like the example Nahida told us. So when you saw the flowers, you... But if we want to end the samsara, we need... How should we make...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our...
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. As far as you know, people in Sumer...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Ooh, sounds familiar.
Yep. But in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendroarch. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captive. After who knows how long, he mastered all. Afterward, he said to the Dendroarchon, "I miss my The Dendroarchon smiled. The next second, his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever...
Yes. But his faith and determination...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Мир исчезает. Сон рушится.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep. Paimon's head feels soup. Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zeros. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zeros? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal.
Так ее же нету.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
Очнулась.
Well done, traveler. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a traveler, Paimon. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilu performing the dance.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was... And... Dunyar's...
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened.
Что?
Let's chat somewhere else.
Нахида притворилась Екатериной. Что? Ой, как сложно все это. И Кати нету на своем привычном месте.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. Where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as...
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right?
At the Avidia forest, there was this incense.
You also heard someone's voice, right?
Yeah, so you do know.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
Возможно, она погибла.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him.
Okay, so what?
I still haven't managed to decipher. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned, but I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! But even if you can't figure out what that
the traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. No, we must decipher its secrets. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine... To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As lesser, I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Катя, кукла. Бионическая кукла из Снежной.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep... What about your own body? Why do you need to...
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukadevata disappeared, at that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find greater...
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukadevata was and I...
Yeah, you got a lot of believers.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need... Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duty. There has never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. I wonder what caused them to go down, even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange. If the trap... I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. I think they're deliberately...
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharva's...
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motive. You mean how the Akashas...
Yeah, it's been such...
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared.
Misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is even if the truth is that with their propaganda in place. Besides, Greater Lord Rukadevata must have created the Akasha. Anyway, by now, even those who never use Akasha term got it. I hope my answers were... to be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream to... Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now.
Yeah, go and get some sleep. What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't...
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance...
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from him.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions?
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend the and if possible, please also use your...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
Nah.
I see. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince...
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries...
Paimon's gotta ask. Just...
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the...
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind...
So it's Nahida. So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone... I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me...
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets to...
Huh?
No! We aren't pitying you. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad?
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering, but for the moment, our top focus should still...
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like...
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sage's activities.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers.
Уф. Ага, понимаю. После такого надо отдохнуть. Я хочу вам сказать. После того, как мы попали сами в сансару, это было довольно необычно. Кто-то говорил, что сюжет СУМЕРУ довольно душноват. Скорее всего, только из-за того, что мы попали, да, в сансару, это думание, размышление. Все это довольно необычно. Как бы знание — это сила. Но знания, как видите, могут и погубить людей в один прекрасный момент. Так что, дорогие друзья, увидимся с вами завтра. Не знаю, что мы завтра с вами продолжим. То ли сюжет СУМЕРУ, то ли пойдем с вами куда-то в другое место. Так что, дорогие друзья, увидимся с вами на следующих стримах. Всем до скорых встреч. И всем пока-пока-пока. А я вас пока оставляю с довольно приятной музыкой.